Fatawu! Oh! What a way to take the lead!
Actually, right. Goes to win it. Oh my goodness me! Coventry have won it in the 100th minute. It's Manchester United's quarter-final. Where's this going? Headed back across and in! Harbour Town score again!
Now Harahan. Plenty of room ahead of him. Bird into Mendez-Lang, who's turned away from Thomas, and the cross finds Harahan! And Derby are level in the 93rd minute. Two very late goals have broken through hearts. And now Conor Harahan wants the winner.
And Rushesha out to Femi Aziz, who piles it in towards the goal. The block is made and the ball is headed away by Luaboke, but Aziz has it once more, and Femi Aziz is the man who rescues Reading 5 minutes from time.
See what it means to the supporters, and we identified that Aziz was the man with the real quality. Could he be the difference? Langston has made two brilliant headers to clear the danger. Unfortunately it breaks to him, which he can't believe it. That's the second Langston. It's a loud swinger.
Well, they're getting to grips with McCallum in the middle, quite literally, as Maguire sends it over. And McCallum's there! Oh, and McCallum scores his second goal of the match! 4 minutes into added time, unbridled joy in this corner of Hampshire. Eastleigh of the National League regain the lead against Reading, and the League One team have hardly got any time to do anything about it. They're on the verge of a special win in the FA Cup, and it is Paul McCallum, their top scorer, at the double.
Roga doesn't get the height of the throw that he wanted. It was on by Rowe. And the attempted overhead, it's still in there, nodded down. A real scramble and forced home by Ollie Scott. What a time to get your first goal for the club. With just 2 minutes to go, a shock is on here at Edgeley Park. The National League side lead with the scrappiest of finishes.
Well, it's not one that Dave Chandler will like looking at. It's a long throw against his own team, but as you said, not the longest throw you'll ever see.
Well, now it's come to Neto Rajovic again for Watford. Moving now to the game's 95th minute, it's Tado. Dele Bashiru, lovely feet, marvellous finish. And that might be the cup tie done. In added time for Watford, they've come back with a bang, late in stoppage time.
Yeah, Bashiru does really well, good feet, and in the end gets the shot off, and it's nothing Ryan Boot can do on this occasion, and those fans are happy how this game.
Zaniolo just wide. Here's another one of the corners, presumably, that Villa have worked on. Back out to Cash, and the deflection carries it home. Finally, we have a goal in this cup tie, and Matty Cash scores for Aston Villa. Deflection on the way through. He won't be worried about that, but such disappointment for Middlesbrough, who defended so stoutly and played so well, and now have relatively little time to come back. Matty Cash with his 4th goal of the season. Let's have another look at it here.
Zonal marking from Spurs. They're going to go in on the goalkeeper. Once again, Diaz of the cardio. And he's under big pressure and put in by Nathan Ake. City have broken the spell at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Well, Tottenham furious because they felt the goalkeeper was impeded. The City supporters jubilant. The holders have the lead.
And that's why they're putting pressure on the goalkeeper. They don't fancy him in the air. I don't think that Diaz does too much wrong. Watch again. Ball played into the box. Diaz is jumping for the ball. Vicario gets above him and punches it down.
Be a last chance to settle it on the day for the Hatters or Everton. Berry's delivery's a good one, and off the line and smashed into the back of the net by Cauley Woodrow. Luton Town have won it right at the death. Cauley Woodrow's first goal since August will send Luton Town into the 5th round of the FA Cup. Rob Edwards' side, who won 2-1 here in the Premier League in September, are going to do it again.
Lots and lots of possession. Will it pay off? Mana. Backman palms it away. Only out as far as the edge of the box. Stuart Armstrong has done it for Southampton. Quality written across everything he's done since he came on as a substitute. The Saints' faith in their star players off the bench rewarded. 1-1. They've kept their cool. They've kept on playing their stuff. And eventually they find their cutting edge. That is brilliant from Armstrong. He dummies about 6 players here. Have a look at the angle. Stops the ball, looks at the far post, goes near post. Wrong foots an entire team with that. Wonderful FA Cup goal from Stuart Armstrong. What a wonderful cup.
They've done well to get the power on that, moving backwards. Now, here is Edwards. I can hear the homegrowns. Speaking of homegrown, look at Caleb Roberts, who was trying to release there. Virginia Rutter now. Somerville outside him. And still, that is a brilliant individual goal from Leeds United's top scorer. They're in front again in this cup tie for the 3rd time, they will hope. 3rd time lucky, they'll hang on to it.
I bet it comes from a really sloppy pass to give possession of the way, and immediately Leeds counter, and Somerville introduced as a substitute.
Tawu looking for Iheanacho, who will get there. Angles tight. Iheanacho. Tawu. Oh! What a way to take the lead! Abdul Fatawu with a wonder goal, and the 2021 FA Cup winners are on course for the quarterfinals, thanks to a stunning hit from Abdul Fatawu.
At the game last night where they added on 17 minutes in the second half. We're hearing 4 here. Fernandez. Gallagher. It's Gallagher who's won it for Chelsea. Conor Gallagher, who's suddenly found his scoring touch since the turn of the year. He took it in his stride, made the space for himself, and planted Chelsea into a 3-2 lead. By Bruno Fernandes, and all the way in. Casemiro claims the touch. He says it's my goal. It's certainly Bruno Fernandes' contribution that is massively telling. And it's almost certainly Manchester United who will claim their place in the quarter-final and break Forest hearts right at the death.
Well, it'd be interesting to see how this free kick from Bruno Fernandes finds its way into that sort of area. Nottingham Forest should have a player in the near post zone.
Hudson-Odoi is in completely the wrong position. He's far too high up the field. And there is the touch. A very faint touch from Casemiro.
O'Hare's done really well since he came on. Can they yet win it? Actually, right, goes to win it. Oh my goodness me! Coventry have won it! In the 100th minute! Would you believe this? They were up, they were in the semi-finals, they were down, they were out of the cup, and they're heading to Wembley. Unbelievable! The Premiership side are absolutely crestfallen.
In by Simicast, touched by McTominay. Elliott robbed. Here's Garnacho. Ahmad, who stole the ball, gets it back from Garnacho. But the young man, can he make himself a hero? He has done. It's Manchester United's quarter-final. In classic Manchester United fashion, the counter-attack, and a youngster doing it as well. The Busby Babes, the Fergie fledglings, and now Ten Hag has sent on Amad Diallo, who's hardly had a chance at Manchester United, hardly had a chance. He has scored a goal before for the club, but this one will go down in history. They were 2-1 down, on the verge of going out. They were 3-2 down, on the verge of going out. And now Liverpool are paying the price for missed chances. Stuart Robson.
Well, Ahmad won the ball back off Harvey Elliott. I didn't think the pass was particularly good from Garnacho, but his first touch took him away from Bradley. And all he's trying to do is hit it into the far side of the goal, and he gets it absolutely spot on.
Miller is going to take this corner. What a corner it is! They've only gone and turned it around! Niall Ranger has put Kettering Town in front! That is quite remarkable! A man who's scored twice in this FA Cup run already has netted again with another header for Kettering Town.
Well, so often you give needless corners away. Northampton have, and Niall Ranger rises to power Kettering into the lead in this extra time.
What's going to happen once the dust has settled? Will Reading be in that third round draw? Are we going to need extra time? Because Harborough are pushing here, and pushing effectively. Where's this going? Headed back across, and in! And in! Kai Tonge with the equaliser. Harborough Town score again, and Mitch Austin's there with the fans, and they can't believe what they're doing here. But it's Reading 3, Harborough 3. It's just remarkable.
To keep the ball alive the way they did there. That's such poor defending by Ahmed to get beaten as easily as that. To the back post, headed in. We talked about those first contact, how good Harborough are, how bad Reading are at it, and they get their reward.
Dallow joins the crowd. Fernandez. Edmondson has gone back to his line. It's Maguire! Manchester United have won it! Right at the end! And it is the former Leicester City player who's just dunked his old team out of the FA Cup. The relief right around Old Trafford is palpable. Well, the relief and the noise is incredible. Even the goalkeeper's up here joining the celebrations. It's a great header by Harry Maguire. It's a fantastic ball by Bruno Fernandes. Such a simple set play from Manchester United. They've left it so late in the game. It's a high line by Leicester City.
Charles Petro wins that. Gruda turns out to find the spaces on the right-hand side. Sonny March has Diego Gomez out there. Plays in here to Danny Welbeck to win it. For Brighton and Hove Albion, and Newcastle United look for a flag. off the bench. The old hand amongst the young pups of Brighton Hove Albion sends those fans into utter delirium, and he's put them within reach of the quarter-final.
Well, Danny Welbeck has already scored a winner here this year in the Premier League. Lightning may well be striking twice.